this? I gotta remember that. Oh, I gotta get an upgrade. Yeah, that's how they get you. I was about to say, shit, I gotta do that. All right, we're on. Hey, everybody. Hey, I don't think. Yeah, there's nobody here. We pretty much performed to an open crowd or empty crowd, I should say. But yeah, tonight, if you are watching, we're gonna review AEW Worlds Collide. Did I say AEW? Fuck me. I'm sorry too. Fuck me. We're gonna review AAA WWE Worlds Collide as well as fucking Money in the Bank.
I assume you've got stuff to say about Money in the Bank.
I have a few things to say that I can remember. Because I don't know, and then Raw Monday, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
There was things on Raw that I was, okay.
Yeah, so this is the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. I am the artist, joined by Nick. As always, I don't have 80s reference anymore, since we do it live and everything now. Yeah. But yeah, so tonight, of course, we're going to review those. Of course, we're going to play the three-word dance. It came from eBay. Plus, hopefully Wordle, if that works. I haven't done a test run or anything. But first, always in the description down below, there is a link to moviesusa.biz where you can head on over and use checkout code ARTIST. Save yourself 50% on the checkout. Now, let's talk about a little bit of news. Let's talk about all right, yeah, because this is something I kind of held my tongue on because I was just like, I'll save it for the podcast. Mariah May, formerly Mariah May, debuted in NXT last week, and your wording, if I remember it correctly, was she's a British better Tiffany Stratton.
That's how I would put it. Yeah, she is a British better Tiffany Stratton.
So my follow-up question would be, if I send you $20, can you send me whatever it is that you smoke? Because I don't know who the fuck you're watching, but
it's still considered a felony, I believe, to send through the mail. So I couldn't set that up for you.
You're thinking too logistically. I'm saying you're fucking nuts. How can you say? Mariah May, I think she only got that title picture because, with the story with Tony Storm. I don't think she's that great.
Hey, this is a hot take. I don't think Tiffany Stratton is that great. I think.
All right, well, that's the show this week. Fuck this.
I'm sorry. I just.
You say you're sorry, but I don't think you really mean it.
What? The Tiffany Stratton isn't that great, or that I'm sorry?
That you're sorry.
Well, that's your opinion.
Because I saw her debut and everybody fucking lost their mind. I'm just like, I don't get it. And then your comment was just like, better Tiffany Stratton. I was like, I didn't post a gift.
Daisy Jane straight up said somewhere that she thought that it was Tiffany Stratton on the balcony.
I don't think I posted the gift like I usually did, but that was an I'm a head out moment.
I think you did.
Did I? Okay, because I was just like, you got to be fucking kidding me. He thinks she is better than Tiffany.
Now,
I'm getting hot just thinking about it now. I'm glad I sat on it.
Blake Monroe is, in fact, an adult film star's name. So, I don't know if they'll change it. I mean,
they did change Submission Sorority really quick.
Yes, and the Bang Brothers, or the Banger Brothers.
Banger Bros, yeah.
Banger Brothers, that's what it was. Because, I saw a thing recently about that. Like, Drew McIntyre, they were like...
With them in the back of a van fighting?
Sponsored by, like, Slim Jim.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something on the side. I will get into that with the after review segment.
During the live that I do, up artist's ass segment. This is what's up my ass this week. Because what was the other? It was the Mariah May and there was something else. There was two big things I wanted to point out. Mariah May and I don't know. I don't even remember. What else big happened this week other than the show's movie?
Let me think.
Maybe I should start writing down news again.
Well, think
No, that's part of the show. No, can't bring that up.
well, the reports are saying that the reason why Jey Uso is no longer the world heavyweight champion is because they're putting him and Jimmy back together.
Yeah. Like I said in our group chat, they have that show coming out, WWE Unreal, and there's that clip in the fucking preview where Hunter goes up to Jay and he's like, "We're gonna strap the rocket to you," and I'm just like, I have a feeling this whole thing was done just for that fucking show.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
They just did it to build that story for that fucking show. Now that season or whatever, they're done filming, so they took that shit right off, and we're back to fucking Gunther.
Well, Goldberg is apparently set for Raw this Monday. So here comes Gunther versus Goldberg in that Night of Champions.
Good old Saudi Arabia.
Now let's hope Goldberg doesn't win the title this time. They don't fiend Gunther and give Goldberg the belt, because that's not, no.
This is something I wanted to ask you, because your finger's a little bit more on the pulse than mine is. And that is, the meme of Leonardo DiCaprio doing the fucking where he points at the TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw this fucking meme, and it was a picture of Night of Champions. It was Night of Champions, John Cena versus CM Punk, and it was The Miz, but Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm like, I don't get it.
Was there a Night of Champions that Cena versus Punk happened at?
No. People were just like CM Punk versus John Cena and then The Miz.
I mean, the best I could figure is that it's just because it's been done 5 times before. I mean,
but this is the last
deal. They say it is.
Well, I think, considering what John Cena's been saying, I mean, this is it. He's done. He said no Saudi money's going to bring him in or anything.
Cena co-tweeted, I guess they call it co-tweeting now or retweeting, whatever the hell they call it now. He posted Punk's blood money dick tweet towards Miz.
That could be it. Okay. I'm like, why is The Miz being brought into this? What am I? He doesn't even work there.
Okay, yes, that's it then. Because the jab at Miz for Saudi Arabia, and now Punk's going. Which, I mean, when Cena said, "You're going to follow me to Saudi Arabia," that was an attempt to dig at Punk. Like, I was just like, oh, wait.
I just thought that was him being a heel. Like, oh, no, you're not getting your match tonight. You're going to come follow me to Saudi Arabia.
It was heel/dig because of what Punk had said before. Like, I guess, I don't know. Cena's heel run today, I guess, is 100 days old.
And I mean, we'll get into it more in the show, but R-Truth returning that Money in the Bank, but like, I don't know where the fuck they're going with this, or Ron Killings now.
I just hope this isn't a multiple personality thing. And like he drifts back and forth. I hope that's not. I hope this is straight up. He's Ron Killings now. But what the hell do they do? Like, because I don't know how that's gonna go. They might fuck it up.
I don't see it working. No.
Like the vibe I got from Raw, or the impression I got from Raw, or whatever, was that they're going the split personality route, where he's going to be like kind of like when Goldust was electrocuted. So where he snaps into truth and he starts talking about little Jimmy and then shakes his head and like, oh no. And he goes back to like thug Ron Killings. Like, that's not going to work. And I just hope that's not the direction they're going, because that's no.
I have an opinion that hopefully I remember when we talk about the main event. Because like, it just doesn't make sense now to me. But I don't know. A lot of, after Raw and fucking, I'm like, a lot of this shit doesn't make sense to me now. It's like, all right, we've hit the reset button. Let's go.
Well, and here's another thing I'll bring up now. If John Cena is trying to ruin wrestling and Seth Rollins is trying to save wrestling, why in the fuck wouldn't Seth go for Cena? Like, if he has Money in the Bank, why is he targeting? And then go through that, I don't know.
I want to say much, but it all leaves the money in the bank. So I just
So I mean, if we're already going to do
it. So all right. So anyway, there's a couple opening bits there for you. So let's have a little fun here. We like to play some games here on the Three-Way Damn Session podcast, and one of them we like to play is it came from eBay, and that is I like to give Nick 3 random wrestling related items, and he has to put them in order from the most expensive, middleest to the least expensive, and we have 3 sets here, and one set I picked out just to fuck with them today.
Of course.
Yeah, I know, of course.
There's always got to be one.
Yeah. Well, I was scrolling through. Here's the story. I was scrolling.
There's not more WrestleMania Prime, is there?
No.
Come on.
No, but I was scrolling through, and I was just like, okay, I don't want to use that. Okay, that sounds good. And I saw one item, and I was just like, nah, fuck it. Then I scrolled, and I saw another item, and I was just like, interesting, But I was like, whatever. I don't want to use them. Then I scrolled more, and I saw a third item. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm using all 3 of these items just for one round. You'll see it. All right, so your first 3. All right, here we go. I will admit, this is like the round where I was just like, I just need 3 here. First is the Rockin' Wrestling. That's right, the cartoon show, the Rockin' Wrestling 80s Comforter. Apparently, this used to be part of a, like a whole set. You got the sheet, pillowcase, back in the day and everything. But this right here, just a comforter. It looked like it was in good condition.
Is it complete with urine stains?
It could. It could probably smell like it peed in your mouth, probably.
Oof.
Probably smell like that. Next up, this one I just found unique. I was just like, it was Jake Roberts, but it is just a Jake Roberts. It's just one. Apparently, this was part of a pack, but this is just one. It's a Jake Roberts paper lunch bag. And so when you brown bag it that day, this is the lunch bag you put it in. But it's a little bit more festive than the brown bag. It has everybody's good old fucking Jacob the Snake up on the front there.
Okay.
Yep, just one though. And finally for this round, the Bret Hart Big Head bobblehead. Judging from the package, most of these what are they? Titles, I guess. Usually have a year in it. This didn't have a year, but it was rather recent because it wasn't a scratch logo.
Okay.
So scratch logo to now. It's a Bret Hart Big Head bobblehead. So which one's the most expensive down to the least?
Okay. Most expensive, we're going to go with the Jake Roberts lunch bag, and then the comforter, and then the bobble.
Oh, you were way off.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you're way off. The most expensive is going to be the Rockin' Wrestling 80s blanket, complete with piss. In fact, I think if I go back and look at it, it comes with a bottle of piss, so you can just throw it on there and get the full fucking.
Oh, make your own piss stain.
Exactly. Make your own piss stain. WWE is really ahead of the time. So.
Or in case you need clean piss for a drug test.
There you go. But that came in at the price of one.
In case you need clean piss for a drug test.
Why did my podcast just randomly start playing on my phone?
It's eerie.
Yeah, I know, right? But that came in at the price of $174.95.
Somebody must really need clean piss.
Exactly, should. The second was the Bret Hart Big Head bobblehead.
Really?
Coming in at the price, new in box. I should have mentioned that. It was new in box. So I'm sorry if that threw you off. But $45 for that right there. And the Jake Roberts, just one single paper lunch bag, $5.56.
Well, damn.
Way
off.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'll save that one for those 3 for last. All right, your next 3. This one I thought was kind of cool. I was just like, really? I didn't think they'd have this back then. But it is a 1980s Road Warriors and Paul Ellering, both Road Warriors and Paul Ellering on it. It's a bandana. It's a fucking bandana you could throw on everything. It's black. It has, both the Road Warriors on there. Paul Ellering with the paper and everything. Or the 1986 Hulk Hogan, what is referred to as a painter's cap. Looks like just a fucking baseball hat to me. Just a windbreaker hat to me is what it looks like. But it's from 1986. Hulk Hogan.
Help protect your head, brother.
But it has Hulkamania on the brim and everything. And finally, once I saw it, I was like, I'm done looking. It is the WWF Vince McMahon rubber Halloween mask.
Oh no.
Yeah, they came out in the like 80s, or not 80s, I'm sorry, late 90s. Bret Hart, Psycho Sid, Undertaker, Vince. I think they did a few others. This one still had the fucking tag on it. This is brand new still.
You know, if you get really creative, you could put shit stains on its head. Oh no, wait, that would be the other one. You could do a couple's costume where the partner has shit stains on their head. That's disgusting.
I told you, God damn it, your name is Janelle tonight.
Oh.
What, too soon?
She's holding an NDA.
Make it a good trios costume. Get Rosa Mendez in there.
Oh no, you need John Laurinaitis.
That'd be a good one too. Yeah. All right, so which one's the most expensive, the least, and the middle?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say you're not gonna get this one.
No, I'm sure I'm not gonna get this one. Huh. We'll go with the bandana, the Vince mask, and the Hogan hat.
Oh, damn, that's right.
Oh shit.
That is exactly right. The 1980s bandana is going for the price of $150.
Not even signed by Animal and Hawk.
Nope.
Or Tully Blanchard.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. The WWF Vince McMahon mask is going for the price of $100. Apparently, Hulkamania not running that wild anymore, man. 1986 Hulkamania hat, $22.99.
But I make beer now, brother.
Yeah, I guess so. But still, I when I saw that, I was like, I would think the price would be higher on that, but okay, So, all right, so that was it. Came from eBay, short and sweet, to the point. Now we get complicated, because we also like to play a game here called the 3-word dance, which is where we give 3 words that relate to a wrestler. Let's see if we can make the connection here. Roll Tide. So your first one being this one, I was just like, this one's good. I like this. If you get this one, I'm not even gonna be fucking mad if you get it, because I was just impressed with myself.
Okay.
Your 3 words are corn, as in the vegetable, corn, hand, Hugh, as in like Hugh Hefner. Like Hugh.
See, when you said corn, I immediately thought of Goldberg Eats Corn the Long Way, but Goldberg does not fit the other two. Is it Goldberg?
Fuck, it is. It's Goldberg. Corn because of the fucking hand, because he injured his hand breaking that.
Oh, breaking the windshield, yeah.
And Hugh, he started the fucking streak with Hugh Morris.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, fuck. I was like, I don't know what made me think of the corn thing, but I was like, that'd be good. I was like, I'll throw in corn as a Goldberg clue.
That was the first thing I thought of.
Fuck, I can't believe that.
Corn the Long Way.
Damn.
Every time I see a buddy of mine and I have a running thing where every time that comes up, we send it to each other. And it's just one of those things as a reminder of fucking Goldberg. I don't want to see Goon versus Goldberg. Come on now.
I'm okay seeing it, but I don't think the world title needs to be involved.
No, but
that's just me.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna get this. I'm sure of it. Okay. 3 words: delicious, live.
Ron Killings.
Yeah. Pretty Ricky government name, delicious. 3 live crew, and John Cena's childhood hero.
This is my, I think, in my opinion, my giveaway one. But your 3 words are boot, as in like the shoe boot, Joe, turncoat.
Kurt Angle?
No.
Test?
No.
Boot.
Oh, okay.
You thought this was your giveaway one?
I thought so. Once I was writing it down, I was like, this might be a dead giveaway.
What's the second word?
Boot.
Yeah.
Joe, Joe. Joe. Turncoat, which I think is 1 word.
Joe. Turncoat. Hint.
sympathizer.
Oh, Rob Conway?
No.
Sergeant Slaughter.
There you go. Boot camp matches. Joe, he was a G.I. Joe. Turncoat, you know, and then sympathizer, Iraqi sympathizer is what he was like.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Okay.
I thought you would have got there a lot quicker.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should have, to be fair, but here we are. Okay, next 3 words. Cocaine, Judas, monster.
Tony Khan?
No.
Judas?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's there.
I can hear Jim Ross fucking saying it too. He said,
no.
No, Mike Awesome.
No.
Oh, fuck. I was thinking Mike Awesome, like Joey Styles. He's a Judas. He's a son of a bitch. And that's what I was thinking of when. Oh, then fuck, cocaine. Judas. Oh, what's his fucking name? Ricky Banderas or El Macias?
No, but you're getting closer.
Abyss?
No.
Vampiro?
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Okay, hint.
Minister.
Oh, fuck me. James Mitchell.
Yeah, the cocaine for the NWA. They lost the TV deal. And then there was Judas Macias and the Monster Abyss.
Yeah, okay.
And of course,
I was hitting everything around it except for that. Fuck. All right, your last one here. Oh, fuck. We never did the fucking... We got to go back to eBay after this one. I forgot to do the round the fuck with you. I forgot to do that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but because this one kind of fucks with you too, I forgot. Your 3 words are Jewel, Texas, Turner. Jewel, Texas, Turner.
Vince McMahon.
No.
Jr.
No. I don't think we've ever made a mention of fucking Vince McMahon Sr. for you to have to add fucking Jr. to that.
I mean, in other games, they would ask for specifications, so I just figured I'd throw that in there. Jack Tunney.
No.
Which reminds me, apparently there's a series in development at Netflix called Tuesday Night Titans.
Yeah, I fucking saw that, and I saw the fucking logo. It was like Tuesday night. I was like, they're bringing that back, and it's a completely different show. So I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Jewel, Texas, Turner.
While Nick thinks here, I just want to bring this up. How does fucking JW relate to You're Welcome? Can somebody please fucking answer that, please?
JW.
Yeah, she's like, JW, question mark? And he's like, You're welcome. And she's like, right on, got it. How the fuck did... Okay, you know what? That's on y'all. I will just let that go.
I don't... Hint.
Your hint being rehabilitator.
Oh, hell. Tyson Kidd?
No.
Whoever played Billionaire Ted in the skits.
No. I don't even know what the fuck that was.
That's what, yeah, I'm just like, I've got nothing.
You give up?
Yeah, like I've got absolutely nothing.
Name a famous jewel.
Jewel.
No, a jewel, like name a famous.
No, that's what I'm saying. Jewel, the singer, she's a famous
No,
jewel.
okay, but like an actual.
Okay,
jewel.
Diamond.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Name a city in Texas.
It's Scott Hall, isn't it?
No, name a city in Texas.
Austin. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ringmaster, Texas.
No.
What?
Okay, you got Diamond.
Yeah.
Name a city in Texas.
Austin.
No.
Dallas. Houston. Okay.
If a book is really good, it's a
Page Turner.
Aha.
Oh, Page?
Diamond, Dallas, Page.
Oh, son of a... How was I supposed to get there?
Rehabilitator?
I guess. But like the... Yeah.
I mean, Jewel, there's not that many. I mean, Emerald. I mean, you could probably land it on Jade Cargill a couple times. But like Texas, yeah, there's a lot of places in Texas. But And then once you would have figured out the first two, you would have had Turner. Or you would have fucking put that one in there.
Okay, so my last three words, and you'll get this, I'm sure. Pump, Destroyer, Team.
Scott, Petey Williams.
There you go. Yeah, Little Petey Pump, Canadian Destroyer, and Team Canada. Yeah, that was a giveaway.
All right, now let me go back to the eBay one that I forgot. I can't believe it.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. DDP, for fuck's
sake. The first
sakes.
one. This actually said it was from the year 1995, but considering who it is, I call bullshit. So I just wrote down Goldberg starter jersey.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Goldberg starter. It said 95, but I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
That could be true.
Really?
If it's a starter jersey, that would be a rookie year probably,
but
or somewhere around there. Goldberg was in WCW in what, 97?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be a football jersey.
Yeah, but he didn't have the logo and shit wasn't his thing until then. Until WCW.
Oh, well, I don't know then.
Your second one is the Undertaker 1990s jersey. It just has the fucking jersey and it's the Undertaker fucking logo.
This better not be all jerseys.
And your third one, 2000 Taz Thugs. It just says Thugs right across the street. Jersey.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, come on. Are you serious? I would rather it have been WrestleMania Prime.
Oh, don't tempt me. I'll find 3 different goddamn Prime bottles next week and next show. And
joy. See, speaking of Prime, I have Fuck Logan Paul loaded twice. So that's where that's at. And if for ever any reason he stumbles upon this, fuck you. So anyway,
well, you just made a fan out of Erica, I'm sure.
Let me see here. Okay, so this can't fuck. Taz, Goldberg, Undertaker.
Wrong.
Good.
You would think. See, I thought the Taz one would be the most expensive because it was the most. Actually, Undertaker, and $49.
How much?
$249.
And he ain't even dead yet.
Gold at $100. And if you guys are a Taz fan and want a jersey, 2000 Taz Thugs jersey, $19.99 before shipping.
Ain't that some shit?
I was about to say, shit, if you want that, go get it. All right, so that was our games we like to play, our normal games. We're going to give Wordle a little bit of a try later. That should go swimmingly. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just thinking about all the ways it can go wrong. But now let's get into our reviews here of AEW. Fuck, why do I keep calling it AEW? Fuck me. Triple A.
Dynamite Collision's on right now, I guess.
Maybe that could be it. It is Wednesday we're doing this. But Triple A in WWE Worlds Collide, I believe this is their 6th Worlds Collide event, if I saw properly.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So first up, oh god, this is the only note that I did write when I went back to like, all right, let me go back and write these real quick. I did write one fucking note that I wanted to write down. I wrote down Worlds Collide, 6-man, my rating, women's tag, my rating. This is the one note I wrote off to the fucking side. Listen, Conan is a fabulous wrestler. I think he's very underrated as a wrestler. As an announcer, I want him dead.
He was terrible.
Oh my god! I mean, like,
so just no like emotion or anything. Just it's good to be
here. Except for the last match, he started getting up there a little bit in the last match. He was getting excited, but like everything. Hey, Corey, can I say something? Corey's like, yeah, fucking, you're out here. Like, what the fuck?
It's real special to me to be out here today, Corey. I just met you, and you're a great guy. And it's apparently Mike Tenay was in, but they couldn't come to terms on money.
Fuck, Mike.
Yep.
You're killing me. So Conan was the next best option? You couldn't get Jeremy Borash in
Conan.
I would have settled for Jeremy Borash.
He was running the show.
They just wanted somebody Latino on the fucking booth. That's all they wanted. Yes. But like he was just fucking like, yeah, everything was just, hey Corey, can I say something? The rules are different here. Back to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Can you add something a little bit more here? Every now and then he's throwing like a little nugget of like, all right, you're doing okay here. It's enough to like.
I've known Dominic since he was a kid, and just going like.
It's kind of like that annoying fucking coworker you have, like you hate them, but then they do that one thing where you're just like, all right, at least they're out of my fucking way for a round. You know, and that's what Conan kept doing. You're like, you're fucking annoying me. Then you throw in that one little nugget where you're just like, all right, maybe he's getting a hang of it. And like 10 minutes later, he's just like, hey Corey, can I say something? I'm like, why do you keep asking that? Just fucking say it. You're in the booth. Fuck, Conan. You're killing me here. Anyway. Wanted to mention that right off the bat because fucking Conan, was a fantastic wrestler, but fucking who thought? I mean, did they not? I mean, it must have been like to the wire with Mike then. I guess Mike said, "Fucking what is it? 7 or what? Would the show start 3:00?"
Yeah,
he was like 2:58. You know, it looks like fucking pay up or nothing. And I'm like, oh no, we got Conan. And he's like, okay, he knew too. Mike's like, okay, let's see how.
Okay,
sure. You know. All right, so but the opening 6-man, which was Lindsay Dorado replacing Joaquin.
Yeah.
Dragon Lee and who am I missing?
Del Toro.
Thank you. Cruz Del Toro taking on the internet's new favorite wrestler, Mr. Iguana. Aerostar, which I figured if anybody was going to stand out from that group, I figured it was going to be Aerostar.
And Octagon Jr.
Yeah, and Octagon Jr. But I mean, overall, I mean, here's the funny thing: like before, if you go back before this event, and like when they're showing Mr. Iguana and the rest of the crew on NXT, go look at the comments section, and just look at all the fucking like, who is that? That fucking Stardust? All the fucking. Now he wrestles there. Everybody fucking loves Mr. Iguana.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, that's her new favorite guy and everything. Fucking Joe Henry at the bottom of the fucking pool drowning and shit. You know, and fucking. Did y'all like Mr. Iguana? I love that was my first taste of him. I dug him.
Yeah, I mean, I can dig it. If it wasn't going to be stupid expensive, I would buy the Ladieska puppet that they inevitably release. But it's going to be something stupid, like $60 or $80.
The problem is, that shit works on Worlds Collide.
Yes.
When you bring in the NXT, Raw, SmackDown, that shit ain't going to fucking fly. It'll probably work for a couple matches.
It depends on where they go, too.
He's going to be Otis, by which I mean, like, this shit's going to work for a while. Oh, yeah. And then, like, after a while, they're just going to be like, all right, fuck this.
Yeah.
Put him in fucking 205 Live. We don't even have this. Put him there.
He'll be the new Santino. And people are already like, we want Cobra versus Ladieska. No, we don't.
No, I don't. I'm okay with Iguana showing up places and shit, but like, no, I don't want him versus Cobra. I'm okay with him getting a cult following and everything. That's fine. I'm a little mad that people were just like, fuck him at first. And then he wrestles and everything. They're like, oh, okay, he's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know? But overall, I really dug the opening. I mean, this is what Lucha Libre, Conan was trying to get over, what Lucha Libre is. I gave it 4.5.
Yeah, I gave it 4.5 too. Very fast. Like, it's hard. Like I said before we went live, it was hard to take notes for this show because if you, like they said on commentary, if you look away, you're going to miss something. And that was later on. That wasn't even this match. That was the other 6-man. And it was just like, what? Like, or maybe even the Fatal 4-Way. I don't know. It was just like, oh, wow.
I forgot. You can see me now, so like my silent reactions go notice now. I forgot. I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the other one was like, don't look away. I'm just like, I'm like, shit, he can see me now. I forgot. It's in like before when you fuckers can't see me.
That's what commentary said. The other one wasn't look away. It was don't look away. Like, I mean, I was perfectly fine with that one.
I will say my favorite bit was fucking Lindsay Spanish flying the fucking lizard. I fucking died at that. That was so great. He Spanish flied the fucking lizard.
If somehow Jim Cornette sees that, he's gonna shit all over it. He's gonna it's gonna be a landmark.
Well, I don't know, but doesn't he understand the Lucha Libre culture and
Yes, but a puppet. Look at how many times he has shit on Kenny Omega for his use of inanimate objects. Guaranteed, if he sees it, he's going to shit on it.
That is true. I think the puppet was handmade. Well, yeah, his was handmade, but the one WWE is gonna release, is gonna be like a different animal. By which I mean, like, it's gonna be a iguana, obviously, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be like the Lily puppet. I've never owned a Lily puppet or.
Apparently, a lot of those are like getting sent back or asked for refunds because it doesn't actually have buttons on it. The new one, it's just all a print.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like people are really.
I was saying, where the fuck is Diana when I need her? Because like she actually has one of the Lily dolls and shit. So I'll just end up getting a shirt or something. Oh, there you go. Next up was the women's tag team match, which was Lola Vice and Stephanie Becker taking on Dallas and Chick Tormenta, which my first time viewing them. Yeah. Aerostar in the last match, I've had prior knowledge of him, and I think Octagon Jr.
Aerostar and Octagon are the Aztec Warriors in TNA.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I had some knowledge of Octagon Jr. But Aerostar is the only one I really had a lot of knowledge of. But Dallas,
I had no knowledge of these two.
I mean, not a fucking clue. But I was
whatsoever.
I was digging Dallas. And I think I make a note of it in Money in the Bank, but this is when I actually really made the mental note before that night. And that is like, I want to know, I know WWE has standards and practices and everything, there are certain things that have to go through legal and everything like that. But like, whoever the male or the gentleman or female that, that WWE superstars have to go to with their gear and say, okay, is this TV acceptable? Is this good? And that person's just like, yeah, that's good. Can we give them a raise? Like a fucking Hall of Fame induction or something?
Yes,
like, yeah, whoever fucking approved Lola Vice's fucking gear, I guess they just said, fuck it. They're just like, fuck, this is Worlds Collide. We got Money in the Bank and like fucking wear whatever the fuck you want, Lola. Go nude. I don't give a fuck. Just go whatever. I got other shit to do. Because like I can't believe she got away with that outfit. Like, holy fuck.
I'm going to catering now.
Yeah, he's like, I got other shit to do. Yeah, it looks good. Good.
You're good.
Yeah, like
tribute to
holy fuck, man. But overall, it had the shortest amount of time on the card at like 9 minutes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they got over what they wanted to do. I mean, it was pretty much just like, hey, Lola, we need you to work a handicap match.
Yeah. Stephanie Becker is out there to look good, basically.
Pretty much, because she has a match going on that night and everything. She got some spots and everything. I dug it for what it was. I was more into the fucking ring gear than anything. So 3 stars for that one. I think Nick froze there, so we'll give that a minute. Here, I'll disconnect them and put them back in here. Nope, he froze. Okay. All right. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right. I gave the women's match 3 stars.
I gave it 3 stars as well.
Wow, we're looking so far. Probably the next match now, but oh yeah, and Erica's new obsession now is Lola Vice. Erica, just so you know, just recently got back into wrestling. First it was Rhea Ripley. Then she felt like we were gatekeeping fucking Stephanie Vaquer, which I was just like, that wasn't the case. You just were fucking. Now it's Lola Vice. So those are her 3 favorites. But next up was another 6-man, the Lucha Libre way. Legado del Fantasma taking on Psycho Clown, Pagano, and Dr. Wagner Jr. And Jesus Christ, I was bored out of my skull with this one.
I was trying to figure out the difference between Pagano and Psycho Clown.
One has the tongue out, one doesn't.
Okay. I mean, I was kind of getting there throughout the match, but I was still like, what the fuck is going on here? And El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is awfully big for a luchador.
So is La Parka.
Yeah, that's true. Good call.
You know? So is Big Mommy.
Okay. Yeah.
You know? But I was just like getting bored, man. I was just like, oh, come on, man.
It felt like they were trying desperately to replicate the first one and just didn't. It was fine. But
I gave it 2.5.
See, I gave 3.5. I mean, it was kind of laggy at spots, but I mean, it was fine.
I was kind of shocked that they put over LDG.
Yeah, I think Conan was too.
Or F, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Conan was like, oh, come on, Corey, we've only won 1 tonight.
I know, like, I thought that was going to play into something.
And then nothing.
It didn't, yeah, because it's fucking Conan. You know? And then next up, we had the Fatal 4-Way, Ethan Page, who gave away the fucking match in the fucking intro. Javon Evans, Laredo Kid, and Ray Phoenix. Yeah, once everybody was booing, he was like, well, then you're not going to like what's coming. I was just like, great.
Yeah.
Just spoil the match right there.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a couple times where I was just like, oh, he might lose, but then I was like, no, it's not going to happen.
Saints, I think Ricky Saints would have been better suited to the other 3 than Ethan Page was. Ethan Page, and then why they shoehorned Javon Evans in there, and I get that he's bouncy, but did he need to be there?
No. He was not shoehorned into this match. He was shoehorned in at the fucking end. So let's bring all the luchadors down. There's Javon Evans back there, like, huh?
Yeah, I'm bouncy too.
Yeah, like a white guy at a fucking black barbecue. You know, he's fucking. Because I was like, why is he out there? Like, this is a luchador thing, you know? I guess it just want all the baby faces, I guess. I don't know. But overall, though, I thought this is an outstanding match. Great fatal 4-way action, 4 3/4.
See, I was only 4 stars on this one. I mean, it was a good match. Again, Ethan Page didn't really fit in with the other 3. And then here's Javon Evans for some reason. What happened to TNA guys being involved?
Laredo Kid's technically kind of TNA.
Well, and I guess Aerostar and Octagon are too, but they're not exclusively TNA. So I just was kind of like, you know, where's like Joe Hendry? Well, I guess they didn't want to do anything with Mr. Iguanas. Maybe they already figured that would happen.
And plus, it was kind of like AAA versus, well, quote unquote, versus WWE. So they probably
as Conan thought of it.
Yeah, I mean, they probably didn't want to incorporate TNA yet. You know, maybe at the next Worlds Collide, AAA versus TNA. You know? So, and then finally the main event, El Hero del Vikingo, which I really wish they'd pick a name. First, it was just Vikingo.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, all right, now they added back the El Hero del.
Yeah, but then Corey was calling him Hio del Vikingo and not El Hio. And I was just like, who is he? And somewhere Tony Khan was crying into his pile of cocaine.
But Vikingo versus Chad Gable for the AAA Mega Championship. And like this to me is just, whenever you take a foreign movie Like, okay, this movie came out in France, but we're gonna remake it for an American audience, and it's just like, wow, that was really good.
Yeah.
The French one's good too, but the American one's good too. This is what this match seemed like to me. It's like this is the kind of match you would see in Mexico, but we're gonna remake it for an American audience, and that's what this match did.
The only gripe I have about this is I feel like this match would have been better suited to be Vikingo versus El Grande Americano and have Chad Gable in Money in the Bank. It felt like it was, well, okay. Obviously, he's Chad Gable, but it just felt like maybe Chad Gable should have been in Money in the Bank to continue the stuff with Penta. And then you do El Grande, and Vikingo is the only luchador that's been able to beat El Grande. Or if it had been me, I would have booked El Grande to win the thing.
I thought for a second they were going to go with Chad. Like, once he got the Gable spot, I was like, oh, fuck, they're going to go with Chad Gable here.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I thought El Grande was going to make a run in, but I also thought the same thing later at Money in the Bank.
I was kind of thinking that Chad Gable would dip out of the ring, and then El Grande would be there, and then because the ref would go out, and then El Grande would show up with the metal piece or whatever. I don't know. El Grande of
Americano coffee.
See,
overall, other than that second 6-man, like this was, I really wanted to go back and take notes to it, but like I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll just put my ratings and we'll go through it.
Vikingo Gable was 5 stars for me. That was
4.5. I gave it 4.5.
5 stars.
You know, because like I said, even like Conan was starting to get a little bit more.
Yeah.
Into it, you know, like 6:30. I was like, there you go, Conan.
Now I will say though, that 6:30, that one to the outside, he botched that.
Did he? How?
So Gable, when he came down, only a little bit of him hit Gable. Like he barely hit Gable.
Well, he still got him though.
Okay, I guess, but it was like that could have gone very differently.
Yeah, it could have went a lot worse.
Mm-hmm. You know? It could have been like a Kota Ibushi, and he broke both ankles.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
All right, so that was Worlds Collide, which spoiler alert right now. I think that was probably, well, I wouldn't say it was the better show, but
honestly, I would say it was the better show. Not hating on Money in the Bank yet, but based on how I've rated Money in the Bank.
I was about to say, well, I only have 2 specific, you know, like I said, we'll get into it. Anyway, let's get into Money in the Bank, which took place from, when was it? Phoenix? No.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Oh, not Los Angeles. Inglewood.
Inglewood. Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
California. And the match we started off with was the women's Money in the Bank. And the first thing, the first fucking note I took, man, there's Michael Cole, fucking loud and proud. 17,000 sold out. And they just show empty fucking seats.
Yeah.
You heard about that, pal? But apparently there was a protest. Apparently there was a protest that was keeping people from getting there on time. So apparently that's why there were so many empty seats. But like, still, I would not have my first fucking line.
Right.
If, you know. Anyway, but like I said it, like I believe Erica and Elijah were here the night that I made some of these notes, and they're going to hear some of this shit again. But I stand by it. I don't think Alexa should have been in the match. I think it should have been Chelsea, especially if she wasn't going to win.
Yep.
Like, fuck, if you're not going to have Alexa win, fuck it, just put Chelsea in there if they're just going to be interchangeable like this.
Rhea Ripley, too.
I agree.
If Rhea wasn't going to win, why was she in there? Like,
well, still, even if she was going to win, I don't think she needed to be in there.
No, we talked about that. Yeah, I don't think she didn't need it. And that's where, like, even you had Roxanne in there, but not Liv. And it felt like if you're really trying to build tension with those two, you should have had Liv Morgan in there too. Like, I don't know. It just the lineup. Like, you could have put in, let's say, Candice LeRae because she can take she's not going to win. Like, Chelsea Green, that's another one. Like, there's Zelina Vega. Like, why aren't? It's kind of like Andrade and El Grande and the men's. It was like, okay, you're here. That's fine.
No, El Grande, I can kind of understand why.
Oh, Solo would be.
But fucking Andrade was the one. I'm just like, huh?
They remembered you're here, amigo.
I know, right?
Hey.
Somebody was like back there. They're like, hey, we need something for Andrade. Oh,
Got it. Money in the Bank.
Here, let me put my cigarette out. Hold on. He wins a 3-way and he's in Money in the Bank. There you go. How's that, Hunter? But let's see what else. Oh, and I guess Naomi was just like, all right, you know what? Everybody wants to play game. I'm gonna put the titties out tonight.
Yeah.
There we go. Fuck it. There we go. Right there.
To me, see, here's one thing I'll say about Naomi. The red hair just reminds me of Sexy Red, and that's not a good thing.
That's true. Yeah. And I'll be honest, like every time this match fucking was brought up in the 2 weeks that they were building to it and everything, even up to the fucking moment the music played, I was just like, who the fuck is it? I kept forgetting Julia was in the fucking match.
Yeah.
I was like, I forgot Julia was in the match.
And see, here's another thing with Julia. At least any main roster stuff I've seen with her, it's crickets for her. No one cares. And I'm like, get her back to NXT because this isn't going well. Like, crickets. There's absolutely nothing. Like, whoa.
Oh, Erica says nothing wrong with Sexy Red.
Well, I mean,
tread lightly.
I see. Here's my thing. See, here's what I'll say. I'm wearing a Mary J. Blige T-shirt right now, so I'm more of the old school hip hop rap type deal. You know, I understand there are fans of Sexy Red out there, and you know that's obviously she's got fans, or else she wouldn't be popular. I just personally am not a fan of her music. You know. All right, that's
there you go. Let's see. See again, I wasn't even like that buzzed yet. I'm like nice double underhook face buster. I'm like, I don't even know who did it.
Let me see if I have it written down here because I remember
I just wrote down. That was like
Naomi face buster. It was into the ladder. Stephanie Vaquer.
And then I was like, I wrote down Naomi, stop looking because she kept looking around like, oh
yeah.
Oh, I'm like, stop looking for shit. Go.
Yeah.
Good somersault by Alexa. Good drop kick by Rhea. Oh yeah, nice sequence by Rhea. On Rhea by Roxanne, like she did that whole sequence on the ladder.
Oh, and then when she was in between, sandwiched in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I liked that. Yeah, and then they piled the pile on, which I was like, when they did that with Rhea, I was like, oh no, she's gonna win, isn't she?
I thought so too. I was
like
oh. And I was like, what is up with this crowd? There was like no reaction, but that, oh god, I have a bigger gripe with that fucking crowd later. And then they kept hyping up Stephanie Vaquer, which by all means, hype her up. But let's get the facts right. Because I swear they kept saying, this is her third match in 16 hours. Then a couple minutes later, this is her third match in 18 hours.
Yep.
Couple of minutes later, this is their third match in
24 hours.
Yeah, and then they said 4 different fucking times. I'm like, can we pick one? Stick with it?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, were you taking lessons from Conan?
Conan.
No.
Every time I see Conan or hear Conan, I immediately hear Don Callis when he got tackled at that AAA thing in Mexico. Conan.
So I'm like, how long is it, fuckers? Devil's Kiss on the ladder. I just laughed at that. And the double code red on the ladders.
Yep.
Naomi winning it again was no surprise. Again, I would have much rather fucking Roxanne Perez or fucking Chelsea Green to win, even though she wasn't in the fucking match. But it was overall, it was a fun little ladder match, 4.5.
I gave it 4 stars. It was fun. I was glad they didn't go with Rhea Ripley, especially after the ladder spot, because again, she doesn't need it. And like it's like she doesn't need it. Let her do something else for a bit.
Isn't she in the Queen of the Ring now?
Ah, yes, she is. Yeah, that's right. Which I'm pretty sure, like a little sidebar, I'm pretty sure either Sami Zayn or Cody Rhodes is winning King of the Ring.
Somebody came up with an interesting way. I was going to
Sami wins, beats Gunther, Seth cashes in.
Bingo. That was
it. I can see it.
4.5 on that. This was good. I would have changed some things here and there, but other than that, the players were entertaining. The match was fun.
This was the better ladder match, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me. Next up, we had Dirty Dominic Mysterio defending the Intercontinental title against Mr. Iguana. No, we didn't get that. But we did get Octagon Jr. because they set that up at Worlds Collide and everything. And again, here's where I wrote it. I was like, whoever is approving women's gear, bless you. That's where I wrote that. And I was like, God damn, Wade, bring it down one, man. Because, like, he fucking went off on something, man. This is long before the nipple thing.
Oh, the nipple thing.
You know? But, like, he was hype about something. I'm like, Wade, bring it down. We're only the second match of the night, bro. Like, bring it down one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Octagon botched the 619.
No.
It hit him. He steps back, and then he jumps, and I'm like, and that killed the match for him.
No, Octagon's coming out, right? He's got the whole stoic fucking thing, and kids are like putting their hands out to glad hand him and shit, right? And he just walks down. He's real serious. And takes the fucking the outer mask off and everything. And there's one fucking guy there, and he goes to high five him. The dude's holding a fucking drink in his hand. I'm like, you passed like 7 kids who wanted to give you a high five, and the one high five you go for, dude has a fucking drink in his hand. Like, you botched the high five.
One thing I'll say, well, actually, I gave it 2 stars because, I mean, it was just, it was clunky. Now, I'll say this, though, and I didn't know this until earlier today. So you'll notice that Octagon Jr.'s mask is very similar to Penta's.
Penta.
You know why?
Because
Octagon was a rival to Penta Senior. Like, Octagon was created as like a rival to Penta Senior. So that's why there's such a similar mask, is because they're meant to be like Octagon's meant to be the nice Penta, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then Penta is something like the Lucha stories are quite something. The things they come up with, like, it's like, I could get into like AAA, I think.
I was gonna say, like, if Justice were on, he could tell you all about fucking Lucha Libre. He's done more research on Lucha Libre than he has American wrestling.
That's fair.
I wrote down here, nice corkscrew by 8.
8.
Octagon. I thought it was
okay. Okay. Huh?
Oh, yeah, and they keep saying springboard moonsault. Can we put a little respect on fucking Ultimo Dragon's name, please? Can we call it the Asai moonsault, please?
Yeah, see, especially when they were using, like, Tope Con Hilo and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're like springboard moonsault. I'm like, come on, fuckers. I know he's Japanese, but come on. And Octagon, I think, was impressive, other than your 619 botch. You know, I thought it was impressive. The crowd wasn't into like 90% of this goddamn show, and we're about to fucking really prove that on the next fucking match. But other than that, I thought it wasn't bad. You know, it was a nice little showcase for one of the AAA guys. 3 3/4.
And see, I only gave it 2. That 619 botch killed it.
No, you know what killed it was the backstage segment with fucking American Made and Chad Gable talking about the Fireball ladder. All I wrote down was fuck off, Fireball ladder. Because I'm just like,
the last time I drank Fireball, I almost made a decision I would have later regretted. I haven't drank since, and that was 8 years ago. No, 7 years ago. 7. Yeah.
It's not even the fucking brand. I don't care what brand is there. It could be the greatest fucking, I don't care if it was the Pornhub fucking ladder. I don't give a fuck. Like, I lived with it with the ring. Okay, they're on the mat. Okay, I can live with that. Turnbuckles. Fucking, you barely notice the turnbuckles. I can give a fuck less. All right, the little LED screen surrounding this match is brought to you by, all right, kind of stupid, but I can live with it. You know, this match is brought to you by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I can talk about this now because there's something else up my ass. But why do we need sponsored tables and sponsored Money in the Bank briefcase?
Like, kind of weird that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is sponsoring Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. Nice to know that fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch is sponsoring child abuse, but whatever. But now we got fucking Fireball. You know, like, now we got the weapons being promoted.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like,
Slim Jim table.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. But we'll get more on that later.
Like, are they going to put logos on their gear now too?
That's where who said it? Somebody said that. They said that. Oh,
Lesnar did.
Not Meltzer, but the other guy.
Alvarez.
He said that's where it's heading.
Like, you know, I think about Brock Lesnar had like Jimmy John's on his trunks. That's one thing, because it's like an MMA like thing. It was like kind of like the crossover. That was one thing. And it was standard, like he always wore those shorts. So it wasn't.
It wasn't like they're just like, oh, by the way, Brock Lesnar.
And it wasn't a WWE thing. It wasn't a WWE thing. Brock Lesnar did that on his own. That's fine. But when you're slapping it on, like this, the Money in the Bank match specifically, I was like, damn, I want some Slim Jims and Fireball right now, and neither of them are that good. But like, it's just also, another thing, how do you snap into a Slim Jim? It's flexible. It's not crunchy. Please say you got the Good Burger reference. These pickles are flexible. They're not crunchy. Like,
here is a good question. Oh, wait, wrong one. Who would y'all want to be sponsored by? Coca-Cola.
Maybe Twisted.
Like me, wait a minute. Are you asking like me personally? Like who do I want to be sponsored by, or who do we think WWE should reach out and get sponsored?
Or the podcast should be sponsored by?
Yeah, exactly. Like which one are you referring to? Because if you're asking me personally, Coca-Cola, they got that fucking fat money.
Like I would say Twisted Tea, but that's because I enjoy those perhaps too much.
Twisted.
I don't like the pineapple one though.
Okay, you personally, then yeah, Coca-Cola for me.
Yeah, for me it'd be Twisted Tea, except I don't like the pineapple ones. So if they were like, you gotta drink it on TV, I'd be like, just don't give me pineapple and we're good. You know.
But next up we have the rematch from Backlash, which I was excited about.
I was until it ended. I was like, oh, okay, that was fine.
You're excited when it ended?
No, until it ended, because I thought this would be better, but it wasn't as good as their Backlash match.
I don't know. But Lyra Valkyria defending against Becky Lynch, and Lyra Valkyria. Oh my god! Again, what is the guy that's just approving this shit? Just he's like, fuck it, where's what you want? I'm giving shit. I got shit to do today.
Becky Lynch looked like she legit just dropped her daughter off at daycare. Like I don't know why she's like not wearing what she used to. I don't know.
Great bump from Lyra. I don't know why I'm high at this point. I just wrote great bump from Lyra. I don't know why. This is where I'm like in the midst of that high. It really comes in Money in the Bank. Men's great neck breaker by Lyra.
Yeah, I liked that.
I just wrote down in quotes, oh fuck, powerbomb by Lyra.
I have noted for Becky, her pants look like hammer pants.
Stop. Hammer time. Okay. Oh, the great DDT cell by Lyra is up there in like match striker fucking.
Oh level. Yeah, that spike DDT. That was
That was great. Hell of a leg drop over the fucking title. Like she did the leg drop over the title, and I'm like, this banger of a fucking match is going on, and there's fucking crickets in the audience, which I'm like, why? And then B, on top of all that. Not only they're not reacting to this incredible fucking match that's happening, so you have the fucking audacity on top of all that to start chanting "We want truth" during this match.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yep.
I was pissed during this match because of that. The crowd was pissing me off during this match because I'm like, what do y'all say? What did y'all think was happening here tonight? Like, what did you think it was a fucking play or something? Like he was pissing me off. The fucking crowd in this matchup. This match is phenomenal. Yeah, 4 3/4 star. By the way.
Wow, you're generous here. I gave it a 3 stars. I didn't like the finish. It wasn't as good as their Backlash match. No. I didn't like the finish. The post match bit was good, but again,
Okay. I will say, I mean, I like their Backlash match too, but I thought this was a worthy follow-up. I will say, wrong winner. I don't think Becky needed it. You know, once they said, like, oh, she pulled the tights, I was like, okay, they're going to pull a dusty finish. No.
I thought that too. I thought the ref was going
to I don't understand why they bring up shit that they don't capitalize on. Like, why is Michael Cole going to sit there and fucking shit his pants over her pulling the tights if they're not going to fucking bring it up?
And why isn't the referee looking at the screen, knowing that they're going to cut to a replay? Like, the referee is just standing there, like, Can they not see that it's on the
Exactly,
Tron?
you know, and then like Monday night, I'm like, okay, we're gonna get a follow up. Lyra comes out, she's fucking hot, and then Bailey comes back. I'm like, so we're just not gonna get a fucking follow up on this. I mean, maybe a triple threat, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean,
it looks more like Bailey versus Becky now. You know,
unless you do one at Night of Champions and then you do one at Evolution. You can do the triple threat at Evolution if you and get it back to Lyra, because neither Becky or Bailey need it. Yeah, no.
I don't know. I was enjoying the match, A, because I was high, and B, because the crowd was pissing me off. So that could be why it ranked so high. But I really enjoyed it.
What's Up My Ass can actually come into play right now, because What's Up My Ass is, why aren't they mentioning Danielle Fishel is at these shows? The crowd didn't give a shit about Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. Here's Danielle Fishel, who everybody's like, oh, she loves wrestling.
Yeah. It'd be one thing if it was like Travis Barker and fucking Kourtney, who probably just showed up just to fucking show up. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they are.
Or they were paid to show up.
I was about to say, maybe they are hardcore wrestling fans. I don't fucking know.
They didn't look like it.
But still, they showed up. But like Danielle Fishel has publicly fucking said, I fucking love this. I fucking love coming. Whenever they're around, I go. I've been backstage. We've seen her backstage. But whenever they show the celebrities in the crowd, they never fucking show her.
Like, and she does have good online following. Like, I mean, she might not be as relevant now, but everybody, I mean, our generation, we know Topanga. And I mean, when we see, she's still looking good. So it's like, why? Like, come on now. Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian looked like they did not want to be there, especially Travis Barker. He was just looking like, I'm here. Great. Courtney's like, who are these people?
I know. Like, what are we watching?
WWE.
Like, you're part of the problem.
WWE, gross. Let's go home.
All right, next up.
Pat McAfee playing with the action figures, I got a big kick out of.
Oh, that's right. He was playing with figures. Took me a second. I'm like, wasn't that on Raw? But no, that was.
No, he had the ring at the table and he it all like broke apart. Yeah, that was good.
But men's Money in the Bank, they're still going with the Gulf of America thing, huh?
Apparently. What in the Xavier Woods was that on Alicia's head?
I have a very oh God, I wouldn't even say confuzzled. I wrote a note about Alicia Tyler later. I don't know how I'm going to read it, but okay.
If Seth is heel, change his music because it kills the gimmick. Everybody's still going, whoa, like, no, what are we doing here? Is he heel or is he not? Because if he is, stick with it. Change his music, be done. If he's not, why is he attacking faces then? Why isn't he going after John Cena? Like, what are we doing? Because and they gave away Breaker and Reed being out there because they didn't enter with him. As soon as I saw that, and then Solo too. So Seth Rollins comes out. There's no Braun Breaker. There's no Bronson Reed. So I'm like, great. They're going to interfere. Solo comes out. No Jacob Fatu. No Jeff Cobb. JC Mateo, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm like, oh, great. They're going to interfere. And of course they did. Now, why did it take so long for Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo to get down there? They had music, but Breaker and Reed didn't. Like that, there was shit that was all over the place here. Like, I don't know. Like, let me see. Let me look. 20 years already, which I was like, okay. Why did they bring out the short ladders? Obviously, those aren't going to work, so why are they there? It was different when Hornswoggle was in the company because it's like Hornswoggle and Finley, and Hornswoggle's got a little ladder. Yay, it's funny. But now it's just like, clearly those are not, you cannot climb those, and nobody is tall enough to climb to the top of that and pull that down.
Not with that attitude.
I thought maybe the only thing they could do there is Braun Breaker put Seth on his shoulders and they climb the small ladder because that's all that's left. Which I was like, please don't go there. And then, the nipple commentary. What were we doing there?
I was so high, I didn't even notice that until I heard about it online afterwards.
Barrett and his nipple obsession. I'm like, what? And also on commentary during this match, I'm like, oh, so Wade Barrett and Michael Cole like to drink. All right.
Speaking of the nipple thing, I would bet dollars to fucking donuts that was not Chad Gable.
Yeah, see, he looked a bit bigger for that to be Chad Gable. I think I was kind of thinking that
that's
too.
why I was like, there's going to be a Chad Gable running.
Like that, I was kind of thinking there was something off with him too, because I was like, that doesn't, something's, he looked bigger. And there's a few times now I've thought, wait a minute, they're putting somebody else under that mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Gable under there. That's somebody else who I have no idea unless it's an Evolve guy. But yeah, no. And even like I've seen too where you can't see the tattoo. Gable's got a back tattoo, but there's no back tattoo on El Grande. So unless they're covering it up, like it's.
Oh yeah, once I noticed that, and even the crowd was chanting, "That's not Gable."
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, even they fucking know that's not him.
Maybe they did put Brutus Creed under there. Like
maybe they did, but like I was like, I would bet anything that's not Gable under that mask tonight. You know, my favorite line on commentary. I mean, people talk about the nipple thing. Mine was like Andrade comes out, which okay, Andrade's coming out. Fucking Michael Cole or whoever said, I don't know who the fuck. I don't want to give whoever credit. Gave the perfect fucking line that Andrade comes out with a little fucking helmet and everything. And they're like, and here comes a man that, what was it? Nobody really talking about him. I'm like, no shit. Yeah. You don't fucking say, because we're all fucking confused as to why he's in the goddamn match. And again, I have nothing against Andrade.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just like, yeah, nobody's really talking about him. Yeah, because we don't know why he's fucking in it.
Solo mocking everybody was good.
I wrote that. If LA Knight wins, I'll shoot him. Solo. I ain't helping nobody. He's like, man, fucking help.
I love gracias. And like the Penta walk. And then, okay, now the turn, Jacob's turn, I liked. Did it take too long?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he should have cleared the ring, and then like he's like, oh, good, set up the ladder, bam. I hate you, Solo. And then
not even set up the ladder. He should have taken everyone out, and Solo is patting him on the back, and he turns around. I hate you, Solo.
Yeah, like, why let him climb halfway up? That could have went awry really quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Good comedy with Solo. Nice senton by Andrade. Hey, you got a comment. There we go. Good dive from Penta. Great Dominator by Grande. He did that fucking Dominator onto the ladder.
The Mexican Destroyer on the ladder was
good. Before the fucking main event happened, I was like, oh, Solo's trying to audition for the new R-Truth. Okay, that's good to know. Nice DDT on the ladder by Knight. Let's see here. Oh, here. See, that's where it starts getting. Oh, you done goofed. Oh, you done goofed, Seth. No, Andrade. That's who did it.
They teased us with LA Knight at the end, too. I was like, oh, because I really thought, like, when he got back, and I was like, oh, they're going to do it. And then, no. I was like, oh.
Ladder. Oh, yeah. Ladder in the right way outside. I don't even know why I wrote that. I don't know. Oh, ladder in the right. Ladder in the right. Why outside, Seth? Yep, got me. Great ladder spots. Rest in peace, Andrade. Oh my God! Goddamn fireball ladder. ... Squigglies, and I think I drew a cat. I don't know. A fucking barricade spot.
Great.
Well, my favorite. If he's out, stop doing them. If he's out, stop doing them. There's a reason why I wrote that. It's related to the barricade spot. Oh well.
Yeah.
I wrote, oh yeah, ... B. I was gone, dude. I was so fucking, I could barely write. Oh my Chrysler. I think I meant the right Christ. Oh my Chrysler, another fireball. Another fireball, that's all I wrote. Seth wins, and I just wrote down motherfucker, 2 stars.
Well, okay, great match, wrong result, 3.5. I enjoyed it for the most part. The sponsorship bullshit I'm done with. But, like, Seth didn't need the win. And again, what in the fuck are they doing with him? Is he face or is he heel? Because I don't... And Braun Breaker, everybody did, and they encouraged that. I'm like, okay, but what are we doing here? What is he? But, and, like, I just... Like, I would go in a clear path with what the fuck Seth Rollins is supposed to be doing, because I still am not sure. Because if he's a face, save wrestling, go after Cena. If you're a heel, I don't know what you do, because you just took the title off Jay and you're putting him back with Jimmy, which if I'm Jay, I'm pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gave me the Intercontinental for 2 weeks. Now you take away the world just because you're finished your bullshit Netflix show? Like, what? I saw a tweet, and I forget who it was, but it was like somewhere and wherever there is a very angry Samoan, like referencing Rikishi.
Man, I'm looking at this note because I know there was a reason why I wrote down fucking if he's out, stop doing it, the barricade spot. And I had a fucking bit about the barricade. I can't remember. And this is one of those times where like I couldn't look past the fucking like great match, wrong winner thing. It was the wrong winner. The fireball ladder did not fucking not one, but fucking two of them. It just I was like everything that I did not want to happen with this match happened. I was like, if anybody but fucking if Andrade would have fucking won, I'd been like the fuck, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just not Solo or fucking Rollins, you know. I'd be like, all right, let's.
And then they teased it with Knight again, and nope.
Yeah,
you see, like the past two with Knight, they teased it as well. They teased it with
I don't
Priest.
think last year they did really a tease. He was
maybe, but they did with Priest. They did the first time.
Priest, they did, yeah. This year they did it too, which I'm just like, what is he? 42, correct?
Knight, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, clock's ticking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like, I mean, either, and apparently he's going to feud with Seth now and then, and again, I'm like, why? What?
Maybe the briefcase will be on the line?
If Knight's going to take it, which I don't think he will, fine. But I just, again, okay, yes, he needs to be moved to Raw. I do agree with that, but he should be turning heel. If you're not going to put the belt on him or not like launch him into the world title picture, you got to turn him because it's gonna go it's gonna go up belly up soon. Especially now that Jacob Fatu is a face, like you're crowding the faces there. So I don't know.
But other than Seth winning, I mean it was fine. Like I said, it was a fun match, but I couldn't get past Seth winning. So that's all the 2 stars. Plus, all
that's fair.
But if you're talking about being high, this next one, oh boy. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes taking on John Cena, Logan Paul, and usually that fucking like, can we do one more time? One more time. Not this time, fucker.
Yeah, I liked that. Especially, I liked that.
This is when I came down. Aish Tyler, announcer, good. I was trying to say that like Samantha Irving gets a lot of fucking like, oh god damn it, she was so good, which she was, but I don't think we're giving Aisha Tyler enough respect.
I don't think so either. There's obviously a reason why they moved her to the main roster and Mike Rome back to NXT. Mike Rome is fine.
I think Mike Rome just went to NXT not because he's not good. I just think like, okay, we need to put this person here, like Corey Graves. Okay, we can't have Corey Graves on Raw or SmackDown. Where can we put him? NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, I think Aisha Taylor done it, and I just wrote down "son of a bitch." That's all I wrote down. SOB. That's all I wrote down. Jay was going for a tag, like put his hand out for a tag. Like, why did you raise your hand so goddamn high? He had his hand like this, like tag me, John. I'm like, or fucking Cody, like tag. I'm like, why? Fucking put it down some. Like you don't need your hand, fucking 9 feet.
How long did you team with your brother and your?
Exactly, and you don't know how to fucking reach for a tag. Like, look, dude.
At least he learned how to throw a punch, but
nice backstabber by Paul. I wrote nice slide by Paul. I don't know what the fuck that's. Oh, to avoid the tag. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Feel like this one. LOL parenthesis BROTHERT.
Brother? Was it because of Pat on commentary with the Hogan line?
Brother, good save by Jay. That could be it. Maybe. Oh, hey Cena, put your hands up higher for the super kick. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He put his hands up like fucking, like damn, make it more obvious. The drone shot. I will say I don't really like the Logan Paul drone shot, but I will say what did get me was the Uso splash coming after it.
Yeah.
That got me. I was like, oh shit, okay, that got me. It says tables don't auto ... Never mind. Yeah, well. And then fucking we get a masked man runs out and spears Cena, which I was just like, there's fucking Goldberg. There fucking. And then I saw the black. I was like, fucking Obafemi?
I thought it was Roman.
I saw like the shirt on his back. So when he was bent over giving him punches, I saw like the back on his the black on his lower back. So I was like, fucking Obafemi?
See, I saw the ankle.
Oh, you saw the ankle.
The cuff came up and I was like, that guy's. Wait a minute.
Yeah, and then I was like, Obafemi? Why the fuck would Obafemi be here? Then the mask came off. I'll admit, they got me.
They did too. I was like, yeah, that was me too.
You know?
Like I was watching on my phone, but in the same room as my mom and dad with the TV. And I'm like this, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, what? I couldn't talk for it. I was like,
because they got me there. I'll give them that one. Tables don't. Oh, I was like, tables don't automatically break, and then it just fucking broke. I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Because he put, that's what it was. He put Jay on the table. And I was like, they don't just break that way. And then he did the moonsault. And I was like, never mind. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Another thing, they called it the SAA moonsault for Logan Paul, but they didn't at Worlds Collide. Because I have it noted. Where is it here? Logan SAA moonsault through Jay and table. Cena blast Cody, masked man, ? Our truth. I think I even thought of it like JR, and then Crossroads Cody 4-star, mostly because here's the surprise of truth, because I did not see that coming.
I don't remember half the match because I was fucking high. I just remember truth coming out, and I just wrote down what the fuck 4 bananas out of 7-Eleven.
That's an R-Truth. That's a Ron Killings rating.
Yeah. Because I was just
4 bananas out of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Gone.
It's fucking here. I mean, just you can see.
Oh, damn. 4 bananas out of 7-Eleven. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I have to go back and watch it again. But I remember it being decent, I guess. I write down a couple good moves here, but I don't know the truth. And that's what I wanted to mention. I remember. You have fucking truth come back, get Cena. Fuck me. Get Cena, hits him with the belt, punches him and everything, and he's just like, yeah, and he fucking leaves. In Raw,
no explanation.
Starts the show, and we're like, oh yeah, here we go, and we get CM Punk. Which don't get me wrong, CM Punk, okay,
yeah,
no follow up.
That was me too. I was like, what? Where's truth?
Yeah, no follow up with Cena, no continuation. Just I'm gonna come out here, cut my hair. I'm not a joke anymore. I'm Ron Killing. See you later.
Yeah, and
that's why I'm just like, whatever they're doing with him, I don't think it's going to work. And you two are just like, well, it just started. You just started. I don't care.
See, after Raw, I was like, like I said earlier, I really, really hope this isn't going to be a thing where he goes in and out of R-Truth. The bell rings and it's like a Festus thing, and he snaps into R-Truth and starts looking for little Jimmy and all this shit.
I want to see that version of R-Truth where he just comes out, just ding, backflip, splits, and
that splits up, and then as soon as the bell rings, just.
So yeah, that was Money in the Bank. What do you give Money in the Bank?
We'll say an 8.
I'm gonna give it a 6 only because of that men's Money in the Bank match. I mean, it had a very solid fucking
Actually, no. Let me give it a 7. 7 more fits.
I thought it was pretty solid, except for that fucking men's Money in the Bank match was just ass.
That was a bit, yeah. I liked the men's Money in the Bank, but again, it wasn't the women's, and there's a lot of shit in there that just. Well, I don't know what they were trying to do most of that, but I still don't enjoy it. Seth shouldn't have won.
Oh, no.
Still, what is he? And now the music might be catchy, but as a heel, it's like Chris Jericho using Judas as a heel. The crowd should not be singing a heel to the ring. What? Like Randy Orton, he's a face. Cody Rhodes, he's a face. Seth Rollins was a face. Why are we still? Anyway,
that sucks some pee-pee.
Oh, it was funny. I did see a thing where somebody on YouTube called them the Seth Riders, and I thought that was the funny.
The Seth Riders. It works. But yeah, I'm gonna go 6 just because of that men's Money in the Bank match. Just fucking
fair enough.
You know, it just asinized me. Just pisses me off thinking about it. You know. All right, so that was Money in the Bank here. So now we're gonna try this out here. So if you're familiar with the New York Times Wordle here, I have written down some. I'll tell you right now, they're names, nothing wrestling related. They're all names.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll have 6 chances to get it. I have 3 of them written down. So I'm going to give you a minute to take a guess on your first one here. You know, just to make it easier, I'll give you the first letter, which is an R.
Roman.
Is it Roman? You have an A, but it's in the wrong spot.
Okay.
You have an A, wrong spot, and the R, which is the first letter. Chris Benoit's not 5 letters, Brett. Good try, though. That joke doesn't work here. Chris Benoit is not a dirty word to me like it is to other wrestling fans.
So it's 5-letter word?
5 letters.
Okay, razor.
You have the R and the A in the right place.
So it's not Ramon then, because the O would be in the right place too. Oh,
shit. There was no M either.
That's right. Okay.
I thought the yellow and fucking like green stuck on the board, but it doesn't. So that's why it's a little bit harder now.
Right.
Cosby,
Randy.
not a wrestler. What is it?
Randy.
No,
that doesn't work because there's no N.
Well, you already said it, so let's write it in. You might get a letter or something here. Randy, you have the R and the A in the right place.
Okay, so R and A, Ray. It's not Ramon. Oh, fuck. The R and the A are in the right place, so. Wrestlers that start with R, last names.
I never said last names.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to think of what. It's not mean. There's no A. Wow. Oh, wow. I don't.
You have an R and an A in the correct place. So in fact, here, I'll do this for you. Make it a little easier. There we go.
Okay. R-A.
Yeah, Raven. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Good job, Brett.
No, it's not Raven because there's no N. We know there's no N.
Oh, there is an N. I'm sorry. It's in the wrong spot. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry. I fucked up. This is new.
So is it Raven?
It is. It's Raven. I fucked up with that N. I'm sorry.
Okay, so all right.
Yeah, Raven. All right. Let me try this again. All right. I'll give you the first letter again, which.
Taker.
Taker?
Yeah.
Taker. I want to make sure I get it right this time. You have an R in the wrong place.
Oh, shoot. Okay. R in the wrong place. I have a T. I was just going to say Travis, but that wouldn't work. Because that's 6 letters. And that would be like a troll thing. Oh, Trent.
Trent. E-N-T. I want to make sure I get it all right. The T and the R are in the right place. That last T you have, but it's in the wrong place.
Huh.
So,
okay.
The T and the R here.
Truth.
It is it. Truth was right.
That's what's up.
All right, the last one here for this experiment. I'll give you the letter. We can wipe this off. All right, the last one here. Yeah, Maven, considering that there wasn't a fucking M.
Oh, Maven. Funny story about Maven. The first ever live event I went to, it was a Raw in 2004. And courtesy of Maven, I saw Edge's bare ass, which I didn't need to see, but you know. And actually, Maven took the place of Chris Benoit that night because Benoit missed his flight. Same as Ric Flair and the same as Shawn Michaels. Night. No, that's 6. Never mind.
Yeah, Craven. That's 6 letters. Do you know what Wordle is?
It's not night. Oh, I don't think you would do it, but is it Kelly?
Kelly. Let's see here. You got nothing.
Well, shit. All right. Okay. Kevin. Why would I say it? Because there's no.
Kevin, you got nothing.
Shit. It's not Carl because that's 4 letters. It's not Ken. It's not Kennedy.
There's a wrestler named Kevin Owens, Brett. Do some homework.
And Kevin Furtig.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Kevin Knight. Killer Cross's real name, I think, is Kevin. Okay, then we're gonna stop talking about Kevin here. It starts with a K. No, it's not Canyon. That's 6 letters. Who's better?
Who's better than Canyon?
Fuck. K. Who? Oh, so...
I'm not persuading you one way or the other, but Leo's pretty adamant that it's Kali.
Well, if it was, you would say the L and the I are in the wrong place.
I'm making sure after the Raven debacle.
I mean, as much as I would love it, I can't because it's not Kali. Although it fits, who Wow. No. Although it could get me letters. I'll say Kyrie, even though I know there's no I, but I mean, that gives me a chance at an A and an R and narrow it down some more.
Didn't Kyrie? Oh, yeah.
Kairi.
You have a R in the wrong place.
Cross.
Cross, yes.
Yeah.
Once you said Kevin Cross, I was like, fuck. Like, son of a bitch, he's going to get there quick. Then you're like, oh, I need to shut up. I was like, yeah, do that. You know, all right, so there we go. We got Wordle. Yeah, there you
go. No, I enjoyed that. Yeah,
okay, all right. So I'll try and come up with some more next time we do these. Or you know what? Let me think of one right now. Let's see. We got a little bit of time here. I'll think of one more just for sure.
All righty.
Think of one real quick. Okay. I think this will fit. Yep. Okay. Good luck. I'll give you the first letter. I'll tell you again. It's a name. It's a name of somebody.
T. Let me think of the goofy gimmicks and other shit that you like. That doesn't narrow it down.
What do you mean we did it, Brett? You contributed fucking nothing. And the only rest of you did contribute, fucking, it was like 12 letters. All right, sorry, go ahead.
T. Just to try some letters, I'll say Taker, even though I know it's not Taker. I just want to see if I can get some letters here. Kind of narrow it down a little bit.
You have an A and an E in the wrong place.
Taven.
As in Matt Taven. And you have a E, and in the wrong place.
A, E, and N?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Okay. I'm missing one letter. And I have the A, the E, and oh man. Okay. So wait, the A, the E, and the N are wrong?
The A, the E, and the N are in the word, they're just in the wrong spot.
Okay. A, the E, the N are in the weird wrong spot. There's no R, there's no K. Okay, T. So it's got to be T-E. There's a T. No, it wouldn't be T-I. A-E-N. T.
One, I don't know who that is, and two, that's 6 letters.
T-A. Okay, so the A isn't in the right place. The E isn't in the right place. 10. It's right there, too, and I can't spit it out.
Mm-hmm. And for my non-podcast people who are not here just for the podcast, I bought this specifically for the chat, just so y'all know. I just thought of this game on the fly. Ooh, Leo.
Let me write this.
Leo's
so
a
I
good
have a
guess.
second view out, so I kind of play with
Well, Leo with a good guess of Tenta, and we got Brett with Tika, and Nick froze again. So let's give it a second here. Let me take him out and put him back on again. That's what worked last time. No one is listening on demand. Well, I'm just saying, for the ones who are not here just for the podcast, I bought this Wordle at Goodwill today just for the fucking live chat. But I figured I could fucking turn it into something for the podcast as well. I'm just waiting to see if Nick will come back. There he is. All right.
Okay. I don't know what happened, why that happened again. T-A.
Oh, like I said, Leo had a guess of. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. He had a guess of Tenta, and Brett said Tika. I don't know who the fuck Tika is, but.
Okay, you know what? Let me try Tenta.
Tenta. All right. Tenta is in Big John Tenta or Earthquake.
Or Golga.
Golga.
Or the shark.
The T, the E, and the N in the right place. The A in the wrong place.
Okay, so we mean the first T or the second T?
The first T is in the right place because that's the one I gave you.
Yeah.
The E and the N are in the right place. The A from previous is in the wrong place still.
What the What? So that means if the A is in the wrong place still, so T-E-N-A, Tena. That what? Tena.
Oh, wait, let me write down the T-E-N because you got that right. And you have a A also, but it's just in the wrong place. So
Tena. What? What is that last letter? Oh, Tene.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's why I was like, good luck when I wrote this one down. Tene. There you go.
Oh, wow. That was a good one.
Okay, all right. We got to bring this. This might be fun for the chat, too. We might bring this. Especially Taylor. Taylor, who comes in here, she likes Wordle. So. All right. All right. So that was our little after segment that we like to do here. Now we like to move on to our pick of the week, which is usually something wrestling related. Could be a match, could be a whole show, could be fucking wacky commercial like Sting fighting a kid over Sprite. You know, who knows what we're gonna pull out here? So giggity. So Nick, what's your pick of the week?
I actually have two because one's really short. The really short one being it was a vignette for R-Truth when he first debuted as R-Truth, the Where I Grew Up vignette.
Yeah, I just
and then the other one is the funeral for the Aces and Eights from Impact, November 28th, 2013. Angle, like, so it's like a funeral home setting. Mr. Anderson's the only one from the Aces and Eights. Mike Tenay in like dark glasses. Eric Young starts crying. Samoa Joe's eating from a food tray. Joe has like a 6-pack of beer. He goes to hand one to Kurt and he pulls it back, like obviously referencing Angle's alcohol problem. Like it just the whole. I hadn't actually seen it before, and it cracked me up. Like it came up as a recommendation after the Truth thing for whatever reason. It just the whole thing cracked me up. At one point, Mike Tenay was like, "Unfortunately, Taz will still be with me at the announce table." Like it was just like.
The only thing I really remember Aces and Eights that was really memorable was Taz's turn. He's like, "Is it hot in here?" And then fucking, I was like, "Okay, that was pretty."
Also, during the funeral thing, Mike Tenay, he's like, "I'm gonna put," because they're all putting stuff in the casket. Eric Young puts his Super Eric outfit in there for some fucking reason, and then he starts crying again. But so Mike Tenay, he puts Taz's vest in, and then he's got Brooke Hogan's booty shorts for some reason, and instead of putting them in the casket, he slips them back into his jacket pocket.
I'll hold on to them.
Like the whole thing, it was just like, this is actually hilarious. I mean, that's the thing. There were pockets of TNA back in the day that was actually kind of good.
Yeah. Like I've always said, I think TNA had a shot when Dixie was running it. Once it left Dixie's hands, they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it had gone to Billy Corgan, I think like longer, I think there was a chance. But then once Anthem got it, it was just like, we're just doing this for a tax write-off, and here you go. Here's some wrestling.
Yeah. With Worlds Collide Saturday, WWE Vault, which if you guys don't subscribe to the Vault,
Vault's awesome.
Yeah, check out the Vault. They just I'm in the middle of watching it, but I'm watching the what is it? Matches under 10 minutes and shit. I just watched Taka versus Triple H, Gargano versus Tommaso. At first when I was watching, I was like, what fucking match is this? I was like, oh yeah, the Cruiserweight Classic. Mm-hmm. And then some other match I forgot. But anyway, before Worlds Collide, they were playing like a 24/7 stream of the original Worlds Collide, which features, in my opinion, one of the greatest fucking matches you'll ever watch. And that is that's my pick of the week, which is Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr taking on the original Octagon and El Hero del Santo in a two out of three falls hair versus mask match. It is seriously one of the best fucking matches you'll ever fucking watch.
I gotta check that out.
Oh yeah,
El Hero del Santo, I gotta check that out.
It's fucking phenomenal. I mean, a little bit of spoiler, like Octagon gets taken out at one point in the match, and then Santo has to do it all by himself, and it's just, it's so good. I went back and watched that match. It's a good match. See, I told you. I mean, it's one of the best matches I ever watched. The card's pretty good, too. Although, I'll be honest, I never watched the main event for some reason. I don't know why. I got to go back and watch that. But yeah, if you've never seen the fucking original Worlds Collide, I ended up watching, what was the other match from that fucking show? The six-man. Psychosis, Madonna's boyfriend, a.k.a. Louis Spicolli. Which, to be honest, first match I ever fucking seen him in. I was like, I remember him being like a big deal and shit. Then he died, and people were like, "Oh my god, he died!" I was like, he didn't do anything in WCW.
So Louis Spicolli, is that the one that is that Brian Hildebrand? Like, are they the same person? Let me check that because wait a minute here. They might not be. They probably aren't. Madonna's boyfriend. No, they're not. Okay. I don't know why I thought they were. Maybe because they both died young. 27. How old is Brian Hildebrand?
Oh, WWE posted the match right by itself after Worlds Collide. Yeah, there you go. Now you can just go back and check it out.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm trying to see here because Brian Hildebrand. Okay, yeah. Brian Hildebrand was a referee that worked for Jim Cornette. He was 37, not 27. I don't know why I confused the two.
I know, Nick.
Mark Curtis.
I know, Nick. They all look the same to me, too. It's just like you fucking Canadians, man. I'm like, Brent, Butt, Nick, they all look the same. I don't give a fuck.
Look, okay, yes, I'm balding. I have glasses and a bit of a gut. That's the only comparison you can make with me and Brent.
The only comparison. And you're both kind of loaded.
Well, that's fair.
You know?
I mean, I'm not nearly as young.
I don't know if you're diversifying your fucking portfolio or anything, but
Mark Briscoe style?
Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta diversify my portfolio.
I don't know if you're out there just fucking spending it like a fucking madman or anything. But
I'll say this: I have invested, but I have also spent accordingly. On well, I mean, I've taken myself to England a few times, going again in the fall concerts.
You're supposed to go see your niece and shit. That's you know. I'm talking about. I'm surprised you haven't bought fucking stock in goddamn Playmobil or anything like that.
Well, see, I kind of got away. I got away from Playmobil and more into the Disney Doorables.
Ah, okay.
I'm really hooked on those things. I got too many of those. Kind of got away from Funko Pops, like everybody did. Oops.
Yeah, once I got me, I was just like, okay, well, fuck, I'm done.
See, like, I've only in the past year, over a year now, I've only bought one. I've had some given to me, but I've only bought one. Cody.
Yeah, I see ones I want to get, but I'm like at that stage of my life now where like I have so much useless shit laying around here. I don't need any more.
Where I am with Pops is that I've got enough. Like I've got a pile I want to try and sell. Like it's just.
You buying?
Huh?
I said you buying? I got something you can sell. Buy.
What do you got?
Oh, I got some. I got Trump. But it's from the 2016 election, so it's going to be worth money.
Oh,
that's not it. But There's the bell, so we know what that means. That signifies the end of the three-way dance wrestling podcast this week. We will be back. Are we doing that? Yeah, I guess we'll do Night of Champions. Fuck it. Except I can't do high on Night of Champions. Damn, I have to watch.
Yeah, because that's in the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically I did get high in the afternoon and watch it, but I don't think my job would appreciate that.
Yeah, probably not.
They actually encouraged me to come to work high.
Maybe you'll be more jovial?
No, I told him, you do not want that. The way I ramble and shit, you do not fucking want me to hear high. I'd be like, they'd be like, oh, can I get a medium meatball? But let me tell you about fucking meatball, man. One time I had this fucking meatball sandwich, just fucking, you know, like fucking, if you want me doing
you
that,
start making perfect sandwiches, though, like you gotta rate into it, like, okay, I mean, sure.
You know, like, I mean, I make them fine, sober, but like, still, but like, if you want me to just go on like 17-minute tirades about like fucking one sandwich for each customer in line, by all means, I'll come to fucking work out. You know, I'm telling you, you don't want that. Like, we have another coworker who, like, I tell him about Iowa City, the old store I used to work at, and I'm just like, man, I was a fucking mess there. Like, I just snapped at everything. He's like, I want to see that will. I'm like, no, you do not. That will fucking go to your house and burn down your fucking house. This one is really fucking relaxed.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. For my non-podcast people, I'll be here tomorrow night for Thursday Night Funky. We'll be doing something then, and I'll see you then. So until next time, for Nick, I'm the artist, and remember, be breezy. And